Hi everyone, it's Cain here, reporting live on this beautiful night. Now you guys probably can't see me, but I'm here. To bed in a little bit. Thought I'd go live before I hit the hay. Overall, this live stream is going to be about health updates, updates in general, rambling. All that sort. Spiritual work. Thought I'd go live, see what comes out of it. Now, my birthday's in a couple days. It's September 12th. Tonight's September 8th. It's about to be the 9th here in a couple minutes. Anyway, I'm looking forward on doing a reading for myself on my birthday. It's been a while since I did a reading for myself. The last reading I've done was for my girl. But man, every reading I've done has been very special. It's very special insights overall. Special feeling in a very calm, still manner. Overall, it's been a while since I've been doing spiritual work. I haven't made time for, recently I've done work on my mojo bag, my my personal gree. But other than that, yeah, the only major work I've done was before I got the job I currently work at now. But yeah, I've just been so caught up with my health. Caught up in maintaining what I've got. Maintaining my youthfulness, good health. Well, as much as I can. But yeah, I do need to focus more on the spiritual. You see, there's different, should I say, dimensions? Or, you see, there's emotional, there's mental, there's financial, and there's spiritual. Wait. Okay, there's mental, physical, emotional, financial, digital, and spiritual. I think that I covered them all. I don't know, there may be more on this physical plane we're in. But yeah, we truly are spiritual beings. We live in a spiritual world. Now, a lot of psychopaths, well, not psychopaths, just a lot of people who take it the wrong way, mostly just focus on the spiritual and not focus on financial and physical and mental. You know, they focus more on the spiritual and emotional. You see, you got to focus on all. You got to focus on, have a balance and put them all together in a perfect balanced way to create unity and becoming the best version of yourself and evolving and becoming the greater you. You see, a lot of people aren't spiritual in this world. And majority of everyone nowadays that I've met is not spiritual. Like the other day, which kind of pissed me off. I was talking to a coworker. We were just rapping. And I don't know what came of this. But I asked him, do you believe in ghosts? And, you know, I asked him, do you believe in ghosts? And he told me, yeah, sure. Like, he gave me some attitude and mocked it. Now, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me if he believes or not. But the point of him mocking of, yeah, right, sure, Bill, sure, Buffalo Bob, is pretty much him saying No, dude, I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm an adult. I'm 30 years old. I don't believe in ghosts. What are you crazy? He gave me that vibe, like I'm insane. Now, what I think of him now, overall, a close-minded fool. Simple. Now, I don't really care. Like I said, it's fine if you don't believe, or if you do believe. I mean, that's great. But if you mock it, you just completely throw it out of context. You just completely throw it to the can and just dismiss it as if it's being insanely quoted, or just insane, you know, just closed-minded, just not even considering, not even having been an open book. You see, I absolutely hate closed-minded people, guys. I can't stand closed-minded people. You see, closed-minded people are devils. They really are. They're demons. And you know, they're envious. They live horrible lives. You know, they have a kid they shouldn't have had. They live in utter dysfunction. They're unbalanced. They live a mundane, unsatisfied, beautiful life. They hate their own existence. They're very closed-minded. They think the way they evolved is the only right way. Well, the way they were raised is the only right way. You know, I just can't stand these people, man. I'd rather die alone than be surrounded by these fucks. It really pissed me off. I'm really looking at these guys. See, this guy was like a cool. I mean, I don't expect much. I work I mean, I do love. I'm very grateful for my job, but I don't expect much from the employees working there. You know. I wasn't raised. I wasn't born into a successful business, a successful company, a successful corporation. I wasn't brought up to it. I wasn't lucky enough to be fortunate and be born into money and have power, financially wise, money wise. Now, yeah, as I spend more time, because I'm working mornings with these losers, I'm starting to spend more time, and I'm starting to realize that these guys, well, yeah, these guys are just a bunch of fucking cucks and close-minded. Now, I hate to be negative. I really don't like to talk negative about people. I seriously don't, but it really gets under my skin, and I gotta let it out. You know, I don't like talking to people that I love personally about this. It's just why I ramble on YouTube and tell you guys, and sometimes I like to talk to myself when I'm taking my walks at night. Yeah, just putting content to my channel, see if you guys can relate to me or not. Hopefully I'm coming in clear. So, yeah, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very open to pretty much anything. I mean, if some people are very spiritual, we can connect in more ways. You know, I'm obviously more spiritual. I'm obviously very spiritual. So if you're spiritual as well, you know, we'll probably connect very well. Now I can see if you obsess over it, you know, like I said, you guys got to balance within the physical, mental, emotional, digital, financial, and spiritual. You can't just obsess over one. You know what I mean? You gotta have a balance. There's a lot of people who obsess over certain, like only spiritual, or obsess over just the digital or just physical. You can't do that. So, yeah, I asked him if you believe in ghosts. Yeah, sure, man. You see, if you guys are in the craft like me, test these fuckers. Carry a conversation, but see how they react. Ask them, do you believe in ghosts? Are you spiritual, or do you believe in spirits? Overall, do you believe in ghosts? And see how they take that question. Because it's truly a fascinating subject. And some people take it the wrong way. Some people find it as a mockery. Some people actually are very interested in it. Majority are going to mock and dismiss of it. That's fine. There's a lot of people who have nothing going for them, who are not open. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Let's be positive now. But overall, test them, see how they react. Overall, if they're not open, they are unbalanced, and they live a dysfunctional life. Never trust a closed-minded human being. So, yeah, birthday's coming up. Looking forward to a reading. I'm gonna be doing some spiritual work on my birthday. I am kind of worried about my health. I don't know if my health's been looking too good. I personally think I have colon cancer. Either colon cancer or something's wrong with my intestines. Just been feeling weird. Maybe it's COVID. I am vaccinated, but I've been feeling funny since like mid 2020. You see, why do I think it's colon cancer? Well, I'm very gassy. I have abdominal pain. I'm constipated. I have a great diet. I have great fiber intake. I don't eat too much protein. I don't eat too much fiber. I take multivitamins. I exercise. I drink plenty of fluids, plenty of water. But my stools have been looking weird since mid 2020. Well, 2021. My stools have been. It looks like it's weird. Like half of my stool looks completely normal in the bottom, but the top of the stool is just like pebbles all stuck together. And I believe that's due to the colon, because water is not being absorbed, which is making them dry and feel like Play-Doh, like clay. So that could be a sign of colon cancer. But I better get checked up because I don't want it to be bad. If I do have it, I want to catch it early. I don't know, even now. I do know I have gastritis. I don't know how the hell I got that. But I do have a burning feeling in my stomach right now. Just weird things have been happening to me. Just stomach and my intestines, like a bunch of noise at night. It feels like sometimes I feel like shaky, like anemic. And that has to do with colon cancer as well. Like there's like the liver can't absorb vitamin B12 because I have good intake of vitamin B12, but my liver can't absorb the vitamins, and I get anemic and I get shaky and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Racing heart, that's also a sign of colon cancer. I really hope I don't have it, but if I do, you know, I accept it. And I'm gonna try to beat it. But if it's my time to go, you know, night must fall at some time. Might be my time to go. But I'm truly honored to be alive 27 years. It's been fun. I'm talking like if I'm gonna die. I don't even know. But yeah, I've just been kind of worried about my health. I take great care of my health. I work out, you know, but just these weird signs. 2021 and 2020's mid 2020 has been weird with my health wise. I don't know. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the spiritual part again. You see, a lot of you individuals, for those of you watching who are not spiritual whatsoever, you know, spiritual manifestations can happen physical. They can. But with my experience, they're more, a large percentage, they're more likely to happen mentally. Most likely in your dreams. They really are. Dreams are fascinating. I've had a lot of spiritual experience with dreams, especially when my grandma died. Crazy, otherworldly, beautiful dreams. There was also some dreams to where, I'm not going to get into any detail, but they were so beautiful that I was crying. Like I had this feeling of so much beauty, so much being so pure, just so at peace to where I was crying. It's kind of hard to explain, but a lot of spiritual signs through dreams. There's been few I've had experienced with physical, like seeing apparitions, the corner of my eye, my peripheral vision. I believe that's how you say it. Little clues here and there, little out of place items, little weird things, you know. You know, be aware of your surroundings, guys. Of everything. Be aware. Be open. That's all I want. That's my whole channel is all about, is being balanced, being fully functional, having a great quality of life, and being open. Become open, guys, if you aren't. I know you were probably raised differently than I, but I don't know, with my experiences, I am completely aware. You know, I completely understand if you never had spiritual experiences or any of that sort. You know, if you're not into philosophy or religious whatsoever. I'm not religious. You know, Most guys that were born in the 90s and higher aren't spiritual whatsoever. Now, the majority of race, let's go to race. I'm talking about the percentage here, the majority. Mostly, I would say women are more open than men, and minorities are more open than whites, I would say. Because the Hispanic population is mostly Catholic and Christian. So they're very spiritual in that sense, in believing in the Bible and that such. African Americans are very spiritual. They're mostly if you were born in the 80s and below, 80s, 70s, 50s and beyond, 90s and higher, people are more closed-minded. Of what I've seen, percentage-wise. You see, a lot of people want to be spiritual. They just like the gimmicks. They like all the, all these chicks want to be part of the craft. They all want to be Wiccans and witches and be this feminist, dress sexy and show her ass to the world and do spells and own a black cat and all that sort. You know what I mean? But in the end, it comes within. You have to be open. You have to be balanced. You have to be aware of your surroundings and see life for what it is. And what it is positive and negative. See the positives in the negatives and see the negatives in the positives. And accept that you could find knowledge from unexpected sources and never put anyone below you. Never mock what other people believe in. You see, if you're not hurting anyone physically and mentally, okay, if you're not hurting anyone, then you're doing nothing wrong. Now you could joke around here and there, I'm not trying to say be all with a stick up your butt, you could let loose, you could be yourself in that sense, but yeah, never mock, never be closed-minded, because man, those people live in dysfunction. I could go on about the dysfunction they live in. I could be negative and just put them down to where they want to commit suicide. I could be a demon to them. I could be a fucking devil to them. But in the end, what's that going to get me? It's not going to get me nowhere. That's not going to improve their lives. If I degrade them, it's not going to do any good. You're going to have to be positive. And you're going to have to be open, and you're going to have to be in tune with yourself, balance within yourself. Listen to your body. Have a good mental, inspirational outlook. Uh, what else can I say? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully I'm coming in clear. I know you can see this. My comedy and tragedy. So, gonna jump in the topper right now. Get to bed. I wanted to go to the gym today. Today's been a very bizarre day. I've been very emotional today. I've just been kind of worn out. I don't know. I did only get like 2 hours of sleep yesterday because I had to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I worked from 4 to 12, and I don't take naps, and I didn't want to mess up my sleep schedule, so I got good rest last night. But still, I've just been really off. My health's been acting weird, a lot of gurgling in my stomach. Unexpected, just, been doing a lot of Googling too, trying to see what's the problem. You know, because doctors can only do two things. They can only prescribe you shit or surgery. I might need a colonoscopy, guys. I already got an endoscopy. I already got a fucking stick down my throat. Now I need one up my ass. You know, I don't smoke. I don't. Well, that has nothing to do with colon. I'm thinking of lung cancer. I was just reading a lot about lung cancer as well. But colon cancer, I don't know. It's been increasing in recent times. Back in the day, only people 50 and over would usually get it. Now, it's happening at every age. And a lot more younger people are getting it. It's kind of scary because that's due to the environmental, endocrine, and consuming food. I would think. Or maybe even exposure. I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys something, and I hope you guys take this serious. In current times, because we are in a digital technology age. We are in the technology age to where pretty soon you won't even need a woman. Well, pretty soon you could buy a robot and have sex with it. It's getting to those times, guys. We're out of it. We're out of the industrial age. We are now in the technology age. And I hope you take this seriously. Do not have a kid. Get a vasectomy. Get your tubes tied. Get an abortion. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, Cain, that sounds very negative. Why would you say that? The human race will die. Well, why do I care? I'm going to die. You know, once I live my life, why do I care? This is not a good time to create, to bake a human being. For they will have mental, physical, and financial, emotional, and spiritual issues. Well, not spiritual, but emotional, financial, okay. Mental, physical, emotional, and financial. They're going to suffer in. You see, they say the kids in the future are just going to be homeschooled. Huh, that's a joke. Do not have any more kids. If you have a kid, if you were born from 1990 and up and you have a kid, you fucked up. You fucked up your life. Your life is going to be suffocated by that kid because financially. A kid nowadays is like having an exotic pet. You see, guys, your penis is like a weapon. It's like a, how can I say this? It's a concealed carry. You got to be careful. Because that pleasurable moment of just ejaculating can mess up your entire life. Do not make another human being in this world because it will suffer. We are human beings. We have the brain to realize that it's like cows, for instance. They go in the slaughterhouse. If we were, I'm all against eating animals. I'm vegan. I try to eliminate animal products as much as possible. And with that being said, if the world became vegan, there'll be no more cows, chickens, pigs. They'll be greatly reduced. And you might think to yourself, Cain, that's a bad thing. Why do you want all those cows to die? Well, I'd rather be dead than if I was going to be slaughtered, just to be raised in a living hell and be slaughtered and possibly suffer and die slowly. Some probably die right away, but others will die slowly because their bodies are strong and they don't want to die. So most likely they'll be dying slowly and in complete stress and agony. And it goes for humans as well. If you are not a millionaire, do not have a kid. Because you will suffer. That kid will suffer. The person you had a kid with will suffer. Everything ends in time. And enjoy your life. This life is about the greater you. Focus on yourself. I even preach, do not own any animals. I'm against owning animals as well. Because that's time, you're going to be spending with the animal rather than yourself, focusing on self-care. And that animal came from a source, whether it's breeding for financial gain. A cruel source. Like dogs not nowadays, are so ill genetically, they're so fragile. They have all kinds of diseases. But I'm just putting content on my channel that I talk one-to-one with you guys. Anyway, there was a cat that just went under my truck a couple minutes ago. Probably gonna scare him once they're here. A lot of animals like to hang out under my truck. Some bunnies, cats, squirrels, some crows too. But yeah, remain, become, be open, and don't make any kids. Enjoy your life as much as you can within your means, and realize and do the best you can. Kind of hungry. Let me tell you guys something. I still have my appetite. So if I do have colon cancer, I know there's a sign of colon cancer with weight loss. Uh, I don't know. I've always remained like 160 through 140. So I don't know. I'm currently like 150, 160 around there. But yeah, my tummy's gurgling right now. There's something wrong. This could be the end of me soon, guys. It could be deteriorating. Could be decaying slowly. Hopefully I catch whatever's wrong, because something is wrong. At first I thought it was just simple, um, just normal tummy issues that would go away, or just something temporary, but this thing's been with me since a year now. And I've done everything I can. I became my own physician. I was my own physician. Have a good diet, exercise, drink plenty of water. I've been taking walks at night, every night, and then relaxing for like 15 to 20 minutes before I sleep, and then go to sleep. If I do pass away, I'm very happy knowing I did the best I can. I don't know why, I just have this feeling I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm gonna have what was it called? An instant death due to I believe it was like a heart attack. I don't know. I get these weird, fluttery heart feelings sometimes when I become shaky and my tummy's feeling weird. I don't know, guys. None of us will ever know. When our times are gonna come. Alright, I think that's all I gotta say. Hey, how's it going? Hopefully I'm coming in clear. But that's my message to you all. Hope you guys watched this whole live stream. Hope you guys are all doing good, health-wise, living the best life you can. Thanks. My birthday is the 12th. But thank you. Was it Muna? Appreciate you. There's so much beauty in this world. There's a lot of negative as well. I don't know what's in me, and why I've been obsessed with this YouTube thing. I've been obsessed with this since I was a little boy. You see, women like to take pictures of themselves. and have this ego and put on a show to impress and try to be this special figure in power and live an extravagant life. Men like to do that too, but men are usually enslaving to an employer, working 5 days a week, 40 plus hours, just trying to have a roof over their head and eat, and honestly keep a woman satisfied, and not physically but egotistically, financially, just to be accepted and just to feel normal in being normal, just so they could have this, what they believe to be a happy American dream life, which in all reality to me is the biggest scam, which will take everything from you and leave you with nothing. Well, it'll leave you with regret. That's what it'll leave you with. And regret is the worst fucking feeling. Looking back, regret knowing you just wasted your 20s, 30s, 40s enslaving to an employer. Doing shit you don't really want to do. Doing shit that doesn't make you happy. A lot of you guys may see me as a little extreme when it comes to the quality of life situation. But let me tell you, I'm like a great white shark. You know, you try to keep me in the tank, I would die. I believe that was the animal that can't be in aquariums. Or was it killer whales? I don't know. It's one of those animals that they just can't be in a confined space. They can't be isolated. They just can't be in the small enclosure and living a mundane, sad life. They'll just die. And it's kind of like me. I mean, I'm very grateful I live in this first world country with first world amenities. I really am, but there's a very sinister, ugly, oppression, indirect oppression that keeps us all in line, like ants and bees. But we are not ants and bees. Everything you do, you're being watched if you live in this country. As for me, this internet, the government completely tracked me down. Everything's, they made such a perfect fucking system to provide a living, balanced hell for the average human being. But at the same time, the universe has created this perfect world for the human body to live in. This perfect paradise. I don't understand a lot of it, and I accept that. But I'm very open. I don't fall into these extreme conspiracy theories, but I know what happiness is. I know what beauty is. I know what feeling extravagant, feeling otherworldly, just having this astonishing, pleasurable feeling. I know what happiness is because I've felt it. I've had it many times. I've was in love. I am in love. I know what this beautiful. I know this. I know this beautiful feeling that the human body wants and needs. There's a reason for our wants and needs and our desires. Because we are put on this earth to conquer our desires, to live a pleasurable, happy life, to find a mate and experience a paradise on this planet. That's our main mission. That's our soul missions. That's one of our big soul missions. One of our main ones is to find love and create a paradise on earth. And currently, we live in such a mess. All right, I'm gonna stop being so negative. Let's be positive now. I'm gonna go live for an hour, so a couple more minutes, 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes. I'm truly grateful for my girlfriend. She just got me a little Nintendo Switch. You could take off the controllers and you could play two-player. We were playing Mario Kart like the whole day and Mortal Kombat. Man, that little thing's addicting. That thing's so fun. She got it for when I'm bored back here in the truck. I could play video games. Man, I got so lucky. She's a great girl. She really is. Every woman that has came into my life, honestly, well, I can't say every, but some have been just where am I going with this? Just different overall, because I've met a lot of human beings on this planet and emotionally open. Yeah, that's the word. They've just been more open. They made me realize that I'm not like the only open motherfucker here in a world of closed-minded fucks. In a world of closed-minded cuckolds. That there are beautiful people out here that are open and think alike and want to live life. And I mean, they don't understand their surroundings and what's going on, and I don't expect them to, but as they get older, I do believe they will understand here and there if you remain open. Most don't, but if you do, you will start to understand. But most of them don't understand, but have this inner drive of love from within. It's usually when you're a teenager through your mid-20s. this drive of beauty, divine, like a child. You know, like a child just happily playing. You know, there's this beautiful feeling when you see a child just so happily playing, like really happy, like knowing if you guys ever seen a child that's really just living life and smiling and laughing, there's this like bizarre beautiful feeling of just that's just otherworldly, that's just absolutely immaculate beautiful. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling. I like talking to you guys. For those of you who play back. Yeah, life's been going good. Getting kind of annoyed with my coworkers. I'm getting annoyed with them working me early too at 4 a.m. sometimes just to fucking piss me off, it feels like. Uh, yeah, I'm living my dream. Everything I've done. One thing um, I may not own a mansion, a beach house, but I do carry myself like I own one. I may not dress like one. I may not, I don't know, not even look like one, but I do carry myself. I mean, I try to look like one. I try to take care of myself the best I can. But even people who do have that luxurious living, they don't even look like that. Pay attention to your surroundings. And don't give up. Don't give up hope. There are open-minded people in this world. There are very spiritual and beautiful people out here who understand the chaos and the mess, but still try to make the best out of it within their means and live a happy, healthy, beautiful life with so much love and affection and sex and being balanced physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. You see, one of my main missions that I really would enjoy is making money doing this to where I don't have to work. I'm making some revenue, but not clearly enough to survive, not even close. I make $100 on this channel every month. I need about 1,200 at least to survive a month. A lot of people, especially family, are starting to look down upon me, as I get older, like, Cain, you're not seriously going to be living in this truck, right? You know, they thought it was a little phase, they thought it was a little fad or something. But they don't realize that I'm 27 years old and I can make my own decisions and I know what I want. I'm not a little kid. I know what I'm doing. I'm completely aware, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I understand and I know what happiness is. I know what love is. I know because I felt it deep down. and it's a addicting. It's very addicting. It's very otherworldly, beyond this physical plane. It's something very special. Whoa, there's a fox out here. It's currently like midnight. Yeah, it is midnight. See a lot of weird little animals running around out here. I saw a couple of bunnies and cats, and I just saw a fox. I hope you guys realize and take what I say to heart, because I'm speaking from the heart right now. I'm speaking how I feel. You know, I have a lot of love still within me. I'm not serious. You know, I'm still like a little kid. You know, people get serious. See, when a person is serious, they're gone. You can't be serious. You can't be so serious. I've never been serious. A lot of people think I'm serious because I might be a little quiet here and there, but people who don't know me, but I'm very fun. They also realize I'm very fun. I'm very goofy. Sometimes they might think I'm a little dumb because I say a lot of vulgar, funny, how should I say, humorous shit overall. I'm always humorous. That will never change. You see, when someone is very serious, you know, so serious on everything to where you don't even just, I don't know, I can't deal with people who are too serious. They're just lost individuals, corrupted by society, damaged, polluted. I don't know. I feel like I'm still very, I still like, I feel like I'm 19 still. Like my soul or my heart or my brain, something within me. I'm still very young, but I'm 27. Which is why I think I don't think I'm gonna live too much longer. You know, I'll probably live to my probably late 30s, maybe, if even then. But I don't really want to see how this world's gonna unfold or come to. It's just gonna be more restricted, more depressing. I mean, sure, we could all see the light, we could all look at the positivity, but in the end, look what's going on, guys. You can't even survive. You have to live with some fuck that you don't want to live with. Some fucking drug addict, some alcoholic, a roommate, you know, or some dumb shit that eats pizza and plays video games and smokes weed all day. Or some family member that hates your guts. Or there's just so much dysfunction everywhere. People can't even have their own apartment. They can't even have their own house nowadays. You know, unless you move in the fucking middle of nowhere. You know, who the fuck's gonna do that? You're gonna live a more dysfunctional life doing that. I predict the future, and I predict within my channel, I'm gonna be inspiring a lot of people. Everyone who has a Lear 122 topper on their truck, they are going to know who I am because I inspired them to live a simplistic, humble, compassionate life and to have a good quality over quantity of life. Everyone you're going to see out here driving a truck with a Laird 122 topper, they're going to know who I am. And they were inspired by me. I'm going to bring this movement to where truck toppers are going to be a thing of the future. And everyone's going to be living in either a van, truck topper, because they have had enough of wasting their whole life paying just to be in a place they don't want to be with, or live with someone they don't even want to be with, or eat garbage, low quality food that they don't want to eat, but that's all they could afford. And just live this horrible, sad life. I don't mess around, guys, with my time. And you shouldn't either. Don't waste your time. Think for yourself. Deep down, you know what makes you happy. Do what you gotta do. Quit relying on someone else and start doing something for yourself. Even if that takes living below your means. You know, and quit trying to impress others. Quit trying to fit in. Do what makes you happy. Quit trying to have and get the approval of others. Be yourself, love yourself. You know, remain disciplined with the 5 things that I just recommended, with mental, physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual. You know, take care of your body. Maintain a good appearance. Keep a job. Never just quit a job. You know, always land a different another job before quitting the current job if you're not happy with that job. You know, stay on top of it, because you could go down the drain very easily. Let me tell you, it's hard to get back because it can get ugly. A lot of people will fall down the drain, will go down the drain and won't even care to get back up. And I can understand why. You see, and people judge people who are in a mess, but then they realize you are living in the mess. They don't realize they're living in the mess. Life sucks. But remember, there's so much beauty in it as well. You know, I do realize there are people who are completely abundant, always traveling, always taking pictures, always on the move, making money by doing hardly any, if, or very little work whatsoever. And if the work they do, they enjoy it, that's fun. Probably have a beach house, possibly a fucking tower by the beach, or in the mountains, or a beautiful mansion by the mountains. There are individuals out there like this. And I know a lot of you guys don't believe. You guys do. You guys see them on TV all the time. There are some on TV, but there are people who live this extravagant, beautiful life. Now, I'm not trying to compare, but that's how life should be lived, though. It takes at least $1,000 a month. Not even. If you want a life of abundance, just, no. It takes at least $1,500. No. Let me see. It takes at least $1,000 just to live a functioning life. A month. I take that back. I don't really know. I haven't even put any thought to that. I might make another video about this, but it takes a certain amount of money to live a functioning life. And what's the opposite of functioning is dysfunctioning. If you don't make this certain amount of money. And that requires good, healthy, clean food. That requires self-care. There's just so much obstacles you got to think about. You know, it's not like being a kid where you don't have to give a shit and you can just play video games. And, you know, there's so much shit to consider to stay on top and remain a king. Remain disciplined. Remain balanced. Remain an aware, open human being. Remember those 5, guys. Mental, physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual. Remember those. Alright, guys. Well, I thank you guys for watching. Just want to talk with you guys. I want to go to bed now. I'm tired. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm so tired. Anyway. Love you all. Subscribe. Hit that bell. Thank you. Good night.